Session 3. Production planning and control. Creating BOMs and Routings. So the business scenario. You created a material master record for a motorcycle manufactured using two components, engine and frame. The engine itself is made up of an engine block and a camshaft, so therefore you have created 5 material master records in all. Now we have to create an overall bill of material and 2 routings. So the exercise that we're going to do now is we're going to create first the bill of materials for the engine. First of all, the bill of material is a complete structured list of components that make up an object. The list contains the description, quantity, and unit of measure. So let's go back to SAP, Easy Access menu, and for creating the bill of material for the engine, we need to go to Logistics, Production. Okay. The system has a problem, so just wait a second. Okay, as I was saying, we have to go to Logistics, Production, Master Data is here, Bill of Materials, Bill of Material, again, Material BOM, and Create, which is the transaction CS01. So to create the bill of materials of the engine, we need first to put the description. It's B engine and your own digital number, two-digit numbers that you're using. In this example, we're using the number 98. The plant is 1000. The BOM usage is for production, so we click F4 and the number 1 is for production, and we're going to make it valid from the 1st of January of the current fiscal year. So we are going here to the valid from, and we look on to January of 2009 and we select enter. Now in the item category, which is this row, ICT column, sorry, it's this column actually, we have to put a stock item. So we press F4 and the L is for a stock item. So in the component, we're going to put the material, which is a part of this bill of material, which is the block. The first component is the block, 98, and the quantity is only 1 piece. There we need to enter the camshaft, which also is a stock item, which is L for a stock item, and we put the material. And the quantity is also 1. Okay, we enter to verify that all the details are correct, and we save it. Okay, now we have created the bill of materials for the engine. Now we have to create the bill of material for the motorcycle. So we're going to use the same transaction, and here we're gonna put motorcycle and the number 98, that's the number that we're using for this example. The plant is the 1000 work Hamburg, and it's valid from the 1st of January of the current fiscal year. Okay. We click enter and we're gonna put the components now. We're gonna enter one piece for both the engine and the frame. So we're gonna do exactly the same as we did in the bill of material for the frame, but in this case for the motorcycle. So the first component is the engine. We say like it's a stock item. The component is the engine 98. Quantity is 1. Then in the second row is as well L, and the component is the frame. The quantity is 1 also. We click enter and we save. So now the bill of materials for both components have been created. So if you want to check your bill of material or to view the bill of material you have created, we can do it going to logistics, production, master data, bill of materials, reporting, boom explosion, material BOM, and then it's multi-level BOM, that is the transaction CS12. We have the motorcycle there. The plant is 1000. The bill of material application is production general. Click F4 just to check which are the possible entries here, and we say that we need the production general PP-3.wmv. Okay, from here we select edit, view, and in this view we're gonna put variable list. We're gonna click this entry here. So we have the indicator, and we select execute. Now we have our bill of materials here in the screen, and if you want to look at it, you can in the graphic mode. You can do it just going to go to graphic, and then we can see the bill of material that we have created, which is very similar to the figure that we have in your exercise in the page number 3. So now we have created the bill of material for both, and we can see the graphic of these bill of materials as well on the screen. Okay, we close this window, and just you have to remember that if you select the transaction CS03, you can display your bill of materials that you have just done, or if you choose the transaction CS02, you can make any change here. We have finished with the bill of materials, so now we have to create the routings. A routing describes the production process used to manufacture plants, materials, or provide service in production industry. Basically, the routings are used as a template for production orders and run schedule headers and serve as a basis for production costing. So let's do first the routing for the engine. So for this one, we have to call the transaction CA01 or follow the easy access menu, which will be logistic, production, master data, routings, and master data. Routings again, standard, and create. Okay, we're gonna first put the material for the engine, so it will be the engine 98. The plant is 100 plant, that's is 1000, but we press F4 only to verify. And well, we need to just look, this is the 1000 plant, which we have here already. Again, we're gonna select the key date as the 1st of January of the current fiscal year. So we're going to January 1st. We select enter to confirm the details. We need to use the routing for production. So here also in users, we go to we press F4, which is the production, and also the status will be general, which is 4. We press F4 and we see that the number 4 is released general. Then we're gonna choose operations or F7, and then it displays this blank view which we need to fill. First, let me expand work center and the control key, and the standard text key that we were gonna need. So in the first row, the operation 0010, we're gonna assign the work center 1410. The plan is 1000. We are not gonna move that. And the control key will be the operation 0010. No, sorry, one mistake here. The control key is PP-01. That is in-house production. So actually we can verify it here, and we see that the PP-01 is in-house production. Okay. Then the standard text key is material tagging. So press F4 and is this transaction, that is the P501. Okay, we select enter to see the descriptions, and we're gonna double click in the description field, which is this one. We say OK to any warning message that we have, and in this new screen we're gonna enter a value of 8 minutes in the setup time. We're gonna override the standard value for this activity type, so it's gonna be the activity type 1422. Then okay, then that we have done that, we're going to put 15 minutes in the labor time, acknowledge these measures, and put OK. We click enter here. Okay, in the machine time we don't need to put anything, just we need to put 15 minutes in the labor time. So we're going to the label, we click 15 minutes, and the activity type is 1421, so this one is okay. We press OK again, and we click in this symbol to come to return to the activity overview. Okay, so now we are going to the second operation, that is the 0020. Okay, we're going to assign the work center is the same, 1410. The control key, we're going to use the same control key, which is in-house production. We don't need to enter any data in the standard text, but we need to put the description, and the description will be assembly engine. We are double click here in the description field. We say OK, and now we are gonna enter 120 minutes in the standard value for the machine time. So in the machine we say that we're going to put 120 minutes, activity type 1420, and we're going to use 135 minutes for the labor time. So in labor is 135, and the activity type is 1421. Okay, click enter. We return to the activity overview, and now we are going to the operation 0030. The work center is processed in the work center, that is the 1420. The control key PP-3.wmv, that is in-house production, and the standard text key we're gonna use, okay, let's press F4, and we're gonna use the P00004 that is painting. No, sorry, it's PM, which is this one. It doesn't matter that it doesn't have any description on it. We're gonna select this. Enter to confirm, and we are here in the operation check. So in this field we're gonna enter a setup time of 10 minutes. And we're gonna change the activity type for so 10 minutes for activity type for routine 22, and a labor time okay. In machine we're not gonna put anything, and in labor time there are 15 minutes, and the activity type is the 1421. Okay, with another enter, we did enter in this information measure that we have. Okay, so we are going back to the first view. All right. Okay, I forgot to put another operation here, so just let me go back. Okay, so here we are. So we finished with operation 0030, and now we are going to put the operation 0040, which use the work center 1420. The control key is in-house production, and if we look in here for it, is the transaction PP-99 in-house production milestone with GR. Okay, after do that, we are gonna enter the standard text key, which in this case is PM. Let's look for it, and it's title of the exercise that is PM0007. There. We have to be very careful with this information here, because the costings, well, you will gonna see later on, it's very important to have all the information that's correct as it says in the exercise. Okay, then we double click in the description field, and we're gonna enter 10 minutes for labor time, and the activity type is 1421. Okay, so basically we have finished our routing. So we press enter all these times, we go back to the first screen, and here if we press this icon we can see our routing graphic mode that we just created. Okay, we press back again and we save it. So our routing was saved and the routing for the engine is done. Okay, just a reminder that you can display and make changes for the routing that you just have done. Just for to display, you can use the transaction CA03, and for make changes the transaction CA02. Okay, once we have saved this routing, we have to do the final routing that is for the motorcycle itself. So we have to follow the same exercise that we just did. Therefore, we're going to use the same transactions. So here, instead of the engine, which we did, we're going to do now the motorcycle. Don't forget your number. The plant is the 1000. Key date is again 1st of January of 2009. Okay, we press enter. Then the usage is production. The status is release general, which is the number 4 that we know previously. From here we're going to operations. We press this icon here, and in the operation 10 or 0010, let me expand these columns as well again, just to know where we are. Okay, so for the first operation, operation 10, the work center will be 1410. The control key is PP-3.wmv. The standard text key is P00 or these 5 zeros and 1. It's this one that we have here. Then in the description, double click. The setup for the operation. Okay. We say that is setup time 18 minutes, and the activity type we have to write it is the 1422. And then for labor time, they are going to be 25 minutes, and the activity type is that one. Okay, we go back, and then the operation 20 is the work center 1420. The plant is the same. The control key is PP-99, which is in-house production. The standard text key we're not going to put, but instead of that we're going to put the description, which is assembly motorcycle. Double click in this field. Setup time is 10 minutes. For the activity type 1422, we change this one. The machine time is 145 sorry, it's here, 135 minutes, activity type is 1420, so it's okay, and the labor time is 205, again the same, 205 minutes, activity type 1421. Okay, then we have finished the second routine. Just we go back and we save it. So we have the measures that the routine has been saved and created for the material B motorcycle 98. And with this routine we finish this exercise.